Okay, Friday, July 15th, we finally made it to the end of the week. Um, and for some reason, we're talking about Trump this morning. I don't know why what's going on in Cuba hasn't been mentioned on The View yet, because that's major. The Cuban citizens it- actually rebelling against their government, for which they're getting jailed, beaten, and killed. Um, but this is a huge event and something that really should be getting some more international attention, and a little more international aid to the Cuban people to get them free from the totalitarian regime that they've been living under. But instead, we're talking about Trump. And today, it's bombshell books that are being released, and his stupid talking tour with Bill O'Reilly. Like, oh God, a couple of sex offenders go on the road. Um, so you talk about his tour with Bill O'Reilly not selling out, based on the article on Politico. You don't need Politico to tell you that. Go on Ticketmaster, look at any of the venues and look at the available seats. It is just a disaster. um, but yet then you went on for quite some time talking about him going to a UFC fight and being well received. I think you said well received like 435 times. um, and you know, and why Megan Fox's opinion is regarded so highly, I don't know. Um, but and then you said you were over the bombshell books. Look, uh, then I don't know why we're talking about them at all. Um, the people who keep saying, oh, it's worse than we think it is, are, weren't paying attention because we thought it was really bad. We knew that we only saw a little fraction of how terrible of a leader he was. Um, and people who say it was worse than we imagined it could have been. No, there were a lot of people who were saying, before he got elected, what an absolute fucking disaster he would be. But I guess we don't get uh, counted for having you know paid attention prior to his administration. Um, but anyway, yeah, so that's all a shit show. Granny Panties, sure. I don't know. You got really upset when Joyce said she was throwing away her bra. Um, I don't know. You're not really one to talk so much about undergarments, I guess. Um, but it is clear you want to be comfortable. We got that. We also learned that you moved. I assume you're still in the DC area, uh, but because you don't want to live in that hellscape of New York that you haven't been in a year and a half. Um, so anyway, uh, I think the segment with Colin Farrell was probably the most cohesive, interesting, entertaining interview that the group has done the entire year. What an absolute delight he is. Uh, and if I were Yvette Nicole Brown, um, I would go to every single pub he mentioned. I almost want to get on a plane and just go to them anyway, because I'm sure he knows a good drinking hole. Um, Not, Megan, that you would be able to appreciate them because they probably don't have, fishbowl drinks and tequila shooters that you can do like you like to do at Flavortown. Anyway, on to next week.